It's Chris and Luke here, and we are going to teach you estate and letting agents how to do the top 20 or top 30 streets in your town, do videos and get thousands of views. Because you've been doing these for a while, Luke, haven't you?
We have, and they work fantastically. So it's great to be putting out there, and it's kind of evergreen content.
It is. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to find the top 20 or top 30 most expensive streets and the top 20 or 30 most affordable streets.
Which could potentially give you 60 weeks worth of content.
Indeed. And you can do this either on a town or you can do it on a postcode.
Yep.
So, give me an area that you want to look at.
Well, it's all about Love Oadby, isn't it? So let's do Oadby.
Okay, so therefore,
I'll make the notes.
You make the notes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go onto Zoopla and we're going to go to our friend House Prices and Values. Okay, so it's just there, as you can see on the screen. And we're going to type in the word Oadby. Now, it might come up Oadby Road, Oadby Avenue, don't worry about it. Just press that search and it will bring up this screen here, which shows you some quite nice stats that you might want to chuck in, talk about the number of sales. But as you scroll down past the U-Switch advert, because there's always a U-Switch advert, there is this here which talks about all the streets in the postcode or the area you've mentioned in alphabetical order. So it starts with the letter A. Then you've got a column that says average price paid, and then you've got another column that says Z-index. Now the Z-index, Luke, is where what Zoopla believes is the average value of a property on that street.
Yep.
So on this one here, on this screen here, as you can see, they believe that the average value of a property on Addington Street is 284.
Yeah.
So if we press the word Z-index, what will happen is that it will bring it back and put it into initially price order with the most expensive.
Yeah.
And then if we press it again, it will put the cheapest at the thing. Now, what do you want to do? Cheapest or most expensive?
Well, we've already done the most expensive, so we would like to do the most affordable.
Right, okay, so are we going to do top 20 or top 30?
Keeping with our routine, it's top 20.
Okay, so the first thing we need to do is count down. So we're going to count from the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So number 20 is Spencer Street.
Yeah, good street.
Are you okay with that one?
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we are going to... Those are our 20 streets that we're going to do. What we're going to do, though, is going to show you now, if you're going to do a video, how you're going to do that video and what that video should be made up of and the content. Because there's no point in just going to a street saying, hello, I'm at Spencer Street, or whatever it's called.
And this is number 20.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No. So in terms of the technique that we're going to do, we're going to split it up into sections. So the first section, if you want to write on a piece of paper, is your intro. And the intro has almost got to go, and probably what we could do is make the notes now, but we could probably write it on a piece of paper and actually stick it to the tripod.
Yeah.
So the first one is the intro, and it really is as blunt as, hi, my name's Chris Watkin from Knightsbridge Estates, and I'm doing the top 20 streets or the top 20 most affordable streets in Oadby, and today I'm at number 20, which is Spencer Street.
Yeah.
That's as plain as it needs to be.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're going to need to do, though, is move on to some facts and figures. So let me show you how to find some facts and figures.
So what are the kind of things we can talk about?
Well, the things what we can do is if we actually click on the word Spencer Street Oadby, Luke, and click on that, it brings it through here and it tells us some interesting figures. So it tells us here what the current average value of a property is on that street at the moment, which they believe is 188,750. My advice to you would be to round that up to the nearest 100. So you could probably round that up to, well, you could actually round it up to 750. So 188,750 is what you consider as the average value of a property on that street. If you look here, it's very subtle, but it says one of 40 of 53. What that means is that there are 53 properties on that street. So that is a magic stat that we can drop in.
Just one time I've been caught out once and someone decided to build a new build house. So just double check when you get to the street. Always worth checking.
Always worth checking. So that is what they believe the average value of a property on Spencer Street is. It's good value for money at your place, isn't it?
It is. Everyone loves Oadby.
Everyone love Oadby. I love the fact. Right. So We need to fill this bad boy up with some stats.
Yep.
We've already found out what the average value of a property is, and we've already found out how many properties there are on that street.
Yep.
Now, what I'd like you to do then is move over to Rightmove, and then click on the word house prices, and then a drop-down menu appears that says sold house prices. And then we type in the street. Now, you can type in the street here. Spencer, was it Spencer?
Spencer Street.
Spencer Street. It's got a nice ring to it. Okay, and we type that in, and we hit the word list view.
Yep.
So what you can see on the screen now, let's make that a little bit bigger. Okay. How do you make these things bigger? It's a command, isn't it? There you go. It shows you that of the how many properties there are, 53.
Yeah.
41 of them have changed hands, and changed hands since 1995. Doesn't tell you that, but that's just, I know that, and I'm telling you that that's the truth. That doesn't mean that there's been 41 sales, it means that there has been 41 properties that have changed hands. If you wanted to actually go through the time and trouble to work out how many property sales there are, you could actually go up and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You could go on, you could add them all up if you so desired.
Yeah.
It depends how much love you want to put into this.
But how much, you've also got to look at how much value would that add to the video?
No.
Possibly not so much.
Not so much. The choice is yours.
Yeah.
Now, what you could do here is in the video, you're going to use this section, because this is what we call the second section, which is called facts and figures.
Yeah.
You're going to say, so there are 53 properties on this street, of which 41 have sold once or multiple times since 1995. And then you need to put a bit of estate agent BS in here and say it was predominantly terraced houses on this street, built in the 1900s. Predominantly 2 stories with roofs. Just give it the estate agent BS, okay? Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to this next bit is purely optional. You can add in a couple of recent property sales, okay? So what we could do here is, so let's look at this. So on the screen here, you can see that number 12 Spencer Street has sold in June 2018, which is literally only a matter of only 9 months ago. So what we can do is we can click on that particular property here, and there is our photographs of the property. Now what we're going to do here is, there's a great opportunity here to drop in some photographs whilst you're doing the interview. Now, to save time, you know on the other video we did, if you recall, we filmed it all in one go.
Yeah.
We wrote down on a piece of paper which rooms we were going to mention.
Yeah.
And then we dropped the images over as... So
Yeah.
what we've got to do is, because you know your town better than I do, what I want you to do is decide which rooms you're going to put in this. So obviously the front shot.
Yeah, the front shot with the fireplace to talk about.
So I'm going to save that one to my downloads.
The front reception, always good to talk about fireplace.
Always good to talk about fireplace. So you might want to say, right down here, lounge with nice fireplace and bay window. You'll see why when we actually film it. What about the kitchen?
Possibly. Let's see what others are available.
Okay, then let's have a look.
No.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lovely door, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
but you've got the original flooring.
Okay,
To
it's
talk
up to
about.
you. It's your video, mate.
So, well, let's do the bathroom, because we've got a nice clawfoot bath there.
Where's the bathroom?
That way.
Oh, that way. Hold
Yeah,
on.
that way. See
You want the bathroom?
this one,
Hold on, that one.
the one with the bath in it.
Yeah,
Gives it
that's
away.
it. Hey. Okay, so is that the next one, right?
Yeah. And then let's talk about the garden.
Okay then. So we've saved those to downloads. So so this is important. You write down the order of the photographs that you're going to drop in, because when we go out to film it, we're going to do it in one take, and Luke is going to say, let's look at some recent sales. And here's this one here, number 12 Spencer Street, which sold on the 28th of June, because it tells us up here, for £170,000. Let's have a look inside. Now, big tip for you here, when you are mentioning the rooms, don't go, here's the lounge. Here's the kitchen. Too slow, sorry. It's, let's have a look inside. Here's the lounge. Let's look at the kitchen. Here's the dining room, and here's the garden. So you're writing this down on a piece of paper, and you're going to bullet through them, and you're going to match the photographs up with the training video. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so I would probably only drop one in. You don't really need to put any more properties in there than the one, and you just choose one that you think is appropriate. You then need to do the next stage, which is the I love, and I think this is the bit where you say, I love this street because. And then you just wax lyrical for a few minutes, or not minutes, but probably 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's next to the delis, because let's be honest, it's full of delis and lovely things in Oakley.
Yeah. Chestnut's Coffee Shop.
Chestnut's Coffee Shop, great Victoria Sponge there, so that's important, right? And then finally, you need to do a conclusion. And really, what you've got to do is let's go back to where the streets was. So the next one after Spencer Street is Honeywell Close.
Yep.
So what you're going to do is you're going to say, so this is number 20. So this has been Luke St.Clair from Knightsbridge, because you can mention your agent at this time. This has been number 20, which has been Spencer Street. Next week, I will be at, let's say Honeywell Close is at the south end of Oadby. I don't know if it is. You say, I'll be at the south end of Oadby, off Narborough Lane, and let's find out if your street is at number 19. What you're doing is you're trying to create a hook or a loop to make them go, oh, I wonder if my street's going to be at there. So in terms of you writing this out, in terms of a script, ideally you need to write a piece of paper, probably with a marker pen, and stick it to the...
Yeah.
And we'll show the guys when we're actually get there.
With our high-tech equipment.
4 sections, which is intro, which is, hi, my name's Luke, and I'm here to talk about the top 20 most affordable or most expensive streets in Oadby. And today I'm at number 20, which is Spencer Street. Section 2, facts and figures. So you give them the average value, the number of houses that have sold, and what the properties contain in terms of types of properties that are there, and any other soft facts, but no more facts than soft stuff. The third section is looking at a property that's recently sold, dropping photographs in, making sure that we write a script, that we know which roads we're going to mention, which rooms we're going to mention, and then finally the conclusion. Which,
I love this street because.
No, you've done. And I love this street because.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the conclusion at the end, which is number 5, rightly so. We mixed up that one, which is to next week.
That's why we work together.
There you go, mate. He's very good, isn't he?
Then it's where am I next week?
Where am I next week?
Dropping them a bit of a hint.
So that's the end of the first part of the training session. The next time you should see is when we're
on
location. So there you go. Thank you very much. That's right. Position yourself up so we're quite nice. So we'll have this bit in the edited bit. So can you see here? You're on the third. Quite nice. I think you need to go even a bit closer than that. Now you notice the sun is off to your left. So if you just turn your body towards the sun, you'll get a bit more sun on you. Right, so remember we've got 3 sections.
5
sections.
I keep
messing up, don't I? So here we go. So the first, intro.
What we're doing.
Yep.
Purpose of it. Where we are today.
Yep.
Demographic of the street.
Yep.
Property. Then it's I love the street because.
And then where we are next week.
How did I know all of that?
Because you've been taught.
And it's also in front of me.
Go on then. Because if you notice here, boys and girls, there we go. Look.
I've been taught by the best.
Yeah, I don't know who that person is.
Right, Chris England and Matt Lee.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. God, they don't need any more encouragement. Okay, come on then.
Purple Panda microphone.
Position yourself.
Position. From Amazon.
Come on. Do this.
Yeah.
You nicely positioned. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Go.
Hi, it's Luke from the Oadby Property Blog, and I'm going to be counting down the most affordable streets within the Oadby area. So we're going to be counting down from number 20 all the way down to number 1. And today I've come to Spencer Street, which is at number 20. Spencer Street has 53 residential homes on it. The average sale price currently stands at around £188,750. And within the past 12 months there's been 12 property sales, but since 1995 there's been 41 property sales. Now typically along this street there is a mixture of housing. just behind me we've got the Victorian terraced homes, but as we move further up the street we have got the kind of 1940s to 1950s and 60s semi-detached homes. Let's have a look at one of the most recent sales that has happened along Spencer Street, and that's number 12, that completed in June of 2018, and that sold for £170,000. Let's have a look. Here we have the front of the property. Here we have the lounge with that gorgeous fireplace, we have the bathroom with that claw-footed bath, and we have a good sized garden. Now I love Spencer Street because where it's positioned is that you're not too far from the parade within Oby Town Centre. You've got access into the city centre as well for Leicester, and you've also got access towards Market Harbour, well served by bus routes. I'm going to be near the Wigston Road next week, counting down to number 19. Could it be your street? I'd love to see you then.